Hello, and welcome to the ShElite Showcase. I almost had smacked her all. What is happening? What the hell? Wrong show. It's been a year. Calm down. I am your hostess with the mostest, the shaman of ShElite, Miss Katie Kinsey, baby.
Baby.
Thank you. Join with me, of course. She's this way on your screen.
Yes.
My lovely co-host, the Young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire breathing, the Rhodes family, and the spice of life, the sassy senorita that I know, the hangman on a page to my widow Adam Cole baby.
Oh, we can't see him this time.
I know he's here. I'm talking about Miss Y2 Chris here. Savannah, how are you?
Hey, Katie, I'm doing great. Today, as of filming, today at a little bit before noon, I officially turned in my final assignment for this semester. Another semester gone, and I think like 3 more ahead. But hey, I'm done with school for the time being. So I got my summer, and I'm ready to watch High School Musical 2 because I always do that whenever it's summertime. Because
No, because what time is it? Summertime.
Summertime.
School's out.
And I jam.
Scream and shout.
Yeah, and I love jamming out. Those songs slap. Not gonna lie. That's
honestly high key High School Musical. I'm sorry, Disney Channel music slaps for no fucking reason.
Oh, for sure.
All the songs from Lemonade Mouth slap. Why? I don't know.
They just do.
They just do.
And I was gonna even say, for some reason, High School Musical 2 I like the most out of the 3. I don't know. I think their soundtrack is also the best out of the 3, but that's just me.
I don't. Yeah, I think I agree. With that. I mean, High School Musical 2 soundtrack is the banger after banger. Fabulous.
Sure.
You can't beat it every day.
Yeah.
Gotta go my own way, bro.
Bet on it.
Oh my god, the meme. Bet on it. Yes.
Yes.
What the fuck? I literally love that. I love that so much.
Yeah, I saw. Speaking of, I saw a meme and it says, we're all old when Zac Efron's playing dad characters now. I'm like, oh. He used to play the child. He was Troy Bolton of the Wildcats.
He was a
young high schooler now.
Baby bop, teeny bopper, whatever. Now he's a daddy, and I
mean, for different reasons.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. So before we start the show, I'm gonna do a little bit of the plugging and shit prior, okay. And then I'll say it again basically at the end. Obviously, it's the link tree in my bio at KatieRosen13. Take you to all things ShElite Showcase. Twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase. We are changing it. I'm also saying this in the beginning for this reason. Thursdays. It'll still be Thursdays. But from here on out, we're going to be earlier in the day because everyone and their mother likes to podcast Thursdays at 9 p.m. And we would like to be able to see our fellow podcasters and share the love. Because if we're all at the same time, we can't be sharing love like that, So,
yeah.
Next week, we're going to go at 6 p.m. Eastern. And if we like that time, we'll keep going. If not, then we might move it up earlier. We haven't really decided yet. So just stay tuned to my Twitter. It is right there. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're listening, it is in the description of the videos, in the audio of the episode. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, you guys know that jazz. And we have merch. I'm saying that specifically right now because we have the logo stuff, our logo on screen, as you can see, ShElite Showcase, that's up there, but more importantly, we have a Pro Wrestling Pro Choice shirt up now. We're partnering with Matt Ritter from Smackin' It Raw, and the design was created by our great friend, Jizzy Doodles. Love you, Jizzy. We have it up on our website, ShEliteShowcase.com, or if you go in the link tree, the link's right there, you can buy it there. All the proceeds from those merch items, because it's not just shirts, I have stickers up there too, all of it's going to Planned Parenthood, because, the government's trying to take away women's rights. So, that's what we are doing If you want to purchase something from our site to go to Planned Parenthood, that's awesome. If you want to do something from Matt's, which I can't remember off the top of my head what his goes to. His goes to another women's reproductive rights organization. I bought something off of his just so I have one and I don't have to buy from my own, that kind of thing. So, we're spreading the love. Spreading the love. Because women's rights fucking matter. Crazy. I know.
Except not to men.
Yeah, sorry you're over 60 years old and trying to determine what I can do with my body. Fuck yourself. Okay? And, it's also May, still. It's May 12th as we record this. Mental Health Awareness Month. Savannah, mental health. Check-in. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Doing good, feeling good. Like I mentioned earlier, finished my semester, so the stress has definitely eased. Other things that I'm stressed about just a bit, and again, they're first world problems, so nothing too big to worry about. But yeah, mental health check, doing good. Thank you for asking. I usually go, fun fact, I've mentioned before, I usually go to Katie if I ever need someone to talk to, because you know what, Katie is the best. And Katie's helped me through a lot. Honestly, I'm not gonna cry, but shit, every time I talk about it, it makes me want to cry. Okay. Every time, when I'm at my lowest moments, I always call Katie. I always ask first because sometimes it's late, but she's always there. I know sometimes she'll be asleep, so I'm yeah, I kind of figured, but even then, she'll still make the time for me. So you need someone like Katie.
Guys. Yeah. Everyone needs Katie Kinsey Bebe. I'm just
yeah, everyone needs a Bebe in their life.
Everyone needs a Bebe. It's me.
Yes.
I can be your Bebe. Take that however you want. Go for it. I don't care. Mental check-in for myself. I'm doing okay. I had to put my cat down on Monday. My precious baby boy of 10 years. Yeah, I got him when I was a sophomore in high school, so we had to put him down. It sucks. I cried about it last night. It's still raw.
Hi, Katie.
But no, so yeah.
Owned or something.
No, it's okay. So that's my baby boy. Love you, Lucky. He was an all-black cat, so we have to name him Lucky, of course.
Aw,
but that's my baby boy to and from the end. So I'm doing okay. I'm still trying to cope with it because I still go downstairs and I look for him and he's not there. So that's something I just gotta get used to.
Katie.
But you know what? That's okay. Mental health. We're talking about it. We're making it okay.
Yeah.
Because mental health fucking matters. You know how women's rights matter? Guys, guess what? Mental health matters too. Can you fucking believe? I know, crazy.
It's almost like it should have always been that way.
It's almost like, hear me out, guys. I know it's a little crazy. Stay with me. It's almost like it should always fucking matter.
That is a revolution. That is a revolutionary discovery, Katie. You should get a medal for that.
You know what? I'll take all your medals. I'll take all your women. Whatever you want to give me, that's fine.
Katie Kinsey, she'll take your medals and your babies, or medals and women.
No. That took such a turn.
I totally botched that.
Katie Kinsey Bebe, we'll take your medals, your men, and
I was gonna say she'll take your babies.
I'll take your babies, your men, and
big
your
difference.
Big difference. I'm not taking children. We're not involved. Oh god. So let's talk news and rumors, shall we?
Right, that's a thing too.
That's a thing. This is a show we do. Crazy.
Yeah. Forgot.
So this was a big week for women in general. Starting off, Mia Yim returned to Impact at Under Siege this past weekend. For those who don't know, Mia Yim was in TNA before she obviously came to WWE. Hold on, pause. From Kevin, take your meds, have a glass of water, you jabronis, and apparently keep your significant others away from Katie because she on her thought shit. I am. Always.
I'm gonna
Just
say after WrestleMania Backlash, yeah, I think it's gonna get a little bit.
Don't worry, don't worry, baby. She's in the thumbnail. Don't you worry. She's in the thumbnail.
I was gonna say, I know you're gonna bring it up, so we'll talk more on that later.
We'll talk. Yeah. So Mia Yim has returned to wrestling, and she's in the Knockout Impact Zone, as she should be, because Impact is thriving with women's talent. So I'm very happy for her. I'm very excited to see what she does there. Then on Mother's Day, this past Sunday. Oh, thank you, Matt. I know the acronym. Hold. I don't want to track anything. What is this? Women's reproductive. See, I know it's women's reproductive. Hold. I'm doing this on air. Everyone leave me alone. Jesus. Oh, thank you. Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project. Thank you, Matt. That's what Matt's goes to. Those shirts I talked about. Which I wish it came today, so I could have, shown it. It doesn't. It didn't. It'll probably be here next week, so I will show it then. Yeah, so Planned Parenthood for ShElite Showcase. Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project for Smackin' It Raw. Thank you, Matt. Backlash. WrestleMania Backlash. Whatever the fuck. I'm just calling it Backlash. And new SmackDown Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey. Woo. Honestly, I didn't care. And that's not just because, I hate Charlotte and I hate Ronda. There was nothing... The match was fun. Molly Holly produced it, so you know it's going to be a banger. Point blank, period. Molly Holly and TJ have been dominating producing the matches. Anything they do, gold. I just didn't care. There was... the build was terrible. I don't... Like I said, I don't really like either women. But, I wasn't invested. You know? I knew Ronda was gonna take it. Because Charlotte is, gonna be away for a while because she broke her radius, even though her elbow was bent correctly. But I think she's getting married this summer to Andrade, so...
I'm gonna say, she's gonna go get ready for a wedding. That's why she's out.
So, let her go...
Get married.
Do that thing. I mean, everyone... 'Tis the year to get married, apparently. Carmella, Alexa.
It's the wedding boom. That's what they're calling it because, because of Rona ruining everyone's wedding days.
Yep.
As things are starting to open up, everyone's having their wedding. Alexa Bliss had her wedding, Carmella had her wedding, other people are having their weddings, obviously Charlotte is.
Yeah.
Mia Yim and Keith Lee had their
wedding. They also got married? Yes.
Yeah, Killer Cross and, Scarlett.
Oh, they got married on a glacier. And then went to wrestle.
Yeah.
Fucking iconic.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's the wedding season, basically, the wedding year.
I'm going to a wedding in 2 weeks.
Nice. I don't think I'm going to any this year.
I'm
going to a lot of graduations, actually. This year for my family is the year of graduations. Everyone's graduating this year from high school, so it's graduation season for me.
Bienvenido. We mentioned her, but returning on Monday Night Raw to defeat I almost said Sonya Bliss. Sonya Deville. Alexa Bliss is back. After being off TV for multiple days, multiple weeks, multiple months, Alexa Bliss is back. Still had Lily, but had the Goddess music, so people are a little torn. People are like, yay, Goddess is back, but get rid of Lily. Oh my god, Lily, but get rid of the Goddess. Honestly, guys, just be happy she's back on TV. Why the fuck does it matter?
Yeah. And maybe they're gonna do something with it. She literally just came back, so let's see where they go with this. Maybe she's gonna, I hate to say it, but, sacrifice Lily. I don't know. Maybe she's like, I'm done with this. The Goddess is back, and she's gonna, shh.
Maybe. She pulls a Chucky, and sacrifices Liv Morgan, and Liv Morgan becomes Lily. Thoughts, feelings, opinions.
That would be kind of dope. At least you would be doing something with Liv Morgan.
And we get a women's tag team out of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me write for the show. Who do I got to talk to?
Nick Khan.
I'll fight them all. Talk to them all. I mean, and again, this is the week of women. Is that the title of the show?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I think that I'm just gonna write that down.
I'm like, write that shit down, Katie. That's
I'm gonna
perfect.
forget. That's why. The Week of Women, underlined. I think from Vince, I think I heard somewhere that Alexa would be coming back with a mix of everything, but not be anything specific. Yeah, and I'm okay with that. Like, because we get a little bit of everything. If
like,
what if
I'm
she
just
brought
waiting
back
for the
fucking
tutu then.
what? Yeah, I was gonna say, what if she brings back like glitter, gliss, sparkle,
Glitter,
bliss?
glitz, sparkle, bliss.
She looked so cute.
I remember
that was before Sasha broke her nose. It's true. It is before. And then she joined.
Let it be known that Sasha ruins everything. No, I'm just kidding. She ruins Bliss, and she ruins Paige's career. Like, what does Sasha not ruin?
Oh my god, those are Savannah's words. I don't want the stands coming after me.
I'm just joking.
See, you got
Vince, I'm just joking, okay? Hashtag Ashless Chaps King, okay? I'm just joking. It's a joke, okay? Just a prank.
It's a joke. It's a prank.
It's a prank.
So yeah, speaking of women, Matt said I'm not okay. NXT Women's Breakout Tournament started this week. And you know what? They really showcased it like the Mae Young Classic, the CWC. That's what the feel I got from it. And like the men's breakout tournament, I believe, has done the same thing. I feel like it's been so long since we've seen that though. Even though it was like earlier this year, but like time's not real, so I don't know. But they had like all the women on the stage, introduce each one, and then we immediately got into the first match. And I love that. I'm so happy. It was great. It's a great first round so far. I'm going to talk about it more with my picks. But, you know, shout out to the women. Specifically Nikita. Women. Another thing that happened. Have you seen the commercial for Money in the Bank?
No.
Okay, so Kota Rhodes is in the commercial. Like, they flew him fucking to Vegas. He's in Allegiant Stadium because that's where it's going to be. That's where I'm going to be. Shout out. We'll talk about that, Vince. Don't worry. So in the commercial, he's talking about Money in the Bank. You know, one man, one woman. Roxanne? Yeah, I know. He said, and I quote, they will be main eventing WrestleMania. Now, the first time this commercial played, it was during Backlash, and a lot of people thought it was kind of just like a mistake. Like, oh, did he like mean to say that? Because like typically Royal Rumble winner, main event Mania. So does that mean we won't see? So is it basically not like a cash-in anymore? It's basically just like a guaranteed, like whoever. See, then that doesn't work because what do you do with the Rumble winners then?
And it just messes up the whole concept of Money in the Bank. Like, you're cashing in your opportunity to get a title match whenever you want. Like, I'm sorry that just because you've tainted like the briefcase these last few years doesn't mean you should change the concept. It's not the concept's fault. It's your fucking fault for messing it up every time. Like, you have cash-ins on the same night or all these failed cash-ins. Like, that's not the case's fault. That's not the concept's fault.
Yeah.
That's not the problem, I guess, is my point.
It was a pre-tape. They wouldn't have kept it in if it was a mistake. That's the thing. But then they showed it again. But like, to Vince's point, maybe no one noticed yet. But like, they showed it. They showed it on Raw too. Like, they've shown it multiple times.
Like, they have. I guess because here's the thing. People obviously said something the first time they showed it. I feel like at that point they would quickly edit it if they didn't mean it. Like, okay, we need to take that out. Or we need to do something.
I mean, technically, you can always.
And even then, like,
if you win Money in the Bank, I guess they're just highlighting that this year. I mean, honestly, can we get another heist of the century?
It'd be cool, but here's the thing: you don't always main event WrestleMania as the Money in the Bank winner. You make a lot of people cash it in the same night. Some people do it like after WrestleMania. It shouldn't be. They shouldn't specify or say that, oh, this is gonna take me to WrestleMania. It could. But what if you lose the let's say you cash in like July or like September, and then you lose the title by the time Mania comes around. Mania's in April. So I don't think it should be like, if that's the case, it's not it shouldn't be highlighting that you're going to WrestleMania, because there's a very good chance out of the 12 months in the year, your chance of making it to Mania is 1 to 12, technically speaking, because it's in April, so are you gonna have the title by that month? Maybe, but it's not likely. Especially the way WWE does their title changes. It is very slim if you're gonna have the title by Mania.
I'm just curious about the whole thing, because I'm going to be there, so I'm excited to see who wins. I have a very, 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 very strong feeling Cody's going to walk away with the men's, which, whatever, that's fine. I don't care. I'm more so just excited to see how they do a Money in the Bank in a stadium, because typically they're open. I'm curious to see how it is in person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hope that doesn't mean much. I hope they keep it the same. Again, I think that's what I personally love Money in the Bank for that reason. Because again,
because you never know when it's gonna happen.
And not just that, but the pay-per-view itself, anyone can win it. It's a big opportunity, and like you said, you don't know when it can happen. I don't think they should change that, and I think it's a very big. It's something different. It's kind of like the Royal Rumble. Yeah, it guarantees someone a match at WrestleMania. That's a little more specific, but I feel with this is an opportunity for anyone. And I think with the Money in the Bank contract specifically, you can give it to a rising star, and you can keep building them up. I think a prime example of that is Carmella. She won the briefcase, and she held on to it for so long. She built herself up as a star. She got built up while she had the briefcase. So by the time she won, she seemed like a legit contender for the title.
No, I get what you're saying 100%, and
So I think, and I don't know. I like Money in the Bank, so messing with it, don't do it.
Honestly, Jesus, what's up the briefcase? Could you imagine?
I hope it. Okay, so because Apron Bomb Kyle says, I think Cody's gonna win the Money in the Bank and schedule his cash in WrestleMania. At this point, I hope it's a John Cena-like schedule cash in, because let me tell you, he fucking lost. So nothing against John Cena. I'm just saying the fact that he lost. I hope the same thing happens to Cody.
Well, you say, hey, we do not talk bad about John Cena on this podcast. Never.
We don't talk about Cena. Right?
Yeah. See. Fucking
and then you start talking about Cena.
I mean, his match with Roman at SummerSlam last year. Banger.
Really good. I was gonna say really good. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's all I can say. I don't know.
And another thing we don't know. Okay, here's Kota Ibushi.
Oh boy.
So if you're on Twitter, if you're on wrestling Twitter,
this is the only reason why I've been on Twitter as of late. Pretty much it.
So if you are on wrestling Twitter, you have probably seen something about Kota Ibushi and his issues with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now there is a person on Twitter. Their name is Joe. Their ad is at the ShElite, FEELITE, all one word. He or they, I don't know their pronouns, translated Kota Ibushi's tweets, because Kota Ibushi had screenshots of text messages between him and somebody from...
It was talent relations.
Someone
I forgot his name, but...
It's it starts with a K.
I know what you're talking... I don't remember the name. I know the name, but I cannot tell it to you, because
I remember looking at it and pronouncing it in my head, and I was just oh, okay, and I never wrote it down. But basically, he has screenshots with this person from, we'll say, higher up in New Japan. We'll say that. He talks about how he obviously got injured in... When did he get... what month did he get injured in?
October,
because
I was in Dallas, and I was like, shit.
Got injured in October. He fucked up his shoulder. I remember we talked about it. And then April, last month, was the New Japan Cup, and they wanted to put him in it, but he wasn't 100%.
Wasn't like they came out with the bracket, I believe, late March, but and he was in the bracket, so everyone thought, oh shit, Ibushi's returning. Even I talked about that, but then they pulled him out before the tournament even started because he wasn't 100% cleared. So I was kind of confused about that because again, we were like, why the hell would you book someone if they weren't cleared by professionals? And then I know that continues into what Ibushi has been saying on Twitter.
Not Okada, Vince. Um,
Ibushi,
not that
you
K
know,
name. Um, so he has, this person has since gone on to, again, translate tweets talking about how Ibushi showed up at a few other promotions to support the promotion itself or other people. Again, if you literally just go to this person's Twitter, they have an entire thread and they made a website talking about all of it. So if you want like actual details, go to them because these are the cliff notes. No, not Kenta. Stop it. um, and so he's also alleged abuse that has been happening slash has like is happening. They apparently, fuck you, Vince. They apparently won't let him out of his contract, and a bun like this is gone out of proportion. I just happened to be on Twitter one day and I saw a bunch of stuff about it, and I knew I had to talk about it because obviously this is something big right now. Apparently, there have been multiple issues in the past with people in New Japan, higher ups with harassment and allegations. Again, I do not know much. That is about all of the knowledge I have about this. As of right now, Kota Ibushi is still employed by New Japan Pro Wrestling. I feel like I need like a breaking news thing like across the screen as I'm talking. Sorry, side note. Yeah, as of right now, he is still employed by the company. Obviously, he's still on the shelf because he is still injured. I think the last time he tweeted about his physical health, he was at like 65% for this shoulder. So,
because it's not just been physical. Well, it is physical health, but like not just like you know his injured shoulder. He's been like having illness. Like he's been dealing with this. I don't even know what it is. But, like he's because he didn't specify, but he's been dealing with this illness and people thought that's why he's been out, like because he was supposed to come back before like Wrestle Kingdom allegedly, and then they pushed it back because he had an illness. It wasn't COVID, but like he's had some sort of not COVID related illness, and apparently he's still dealing with that also.
yeah, so I just hope everything works out for Kota Ibushi, and
I know
we get like
really quick, yeah.
concrete.
When you're done, I want to.
No, yeah, you're fine. Hopefully soon we get like concrete, like shit of that like what happened and what is going on.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
It's
because hello.
Yeah, that was me. I just want to say really quick, we've said this before with like not so serious stuff, like you know when Adam Cole, his contract with NXT, you know, expired and stuff. You know, people were saying let him go to AEW and stuff, and we told the same people like, it doesn't matter where the fuck he goes, like just let him be happy. Same thing applies here, especially because it's a more serious situation. Of course, everyone's saying, you know, oh, you know, we should go to AEW, and of course, people are like tagging Kenny in this shit and be like, why aren't you the one translating, or what do you have to say? Like, first of all, leave Kenny out of this. He's dealing with his own shit. He's still recovering himself. And as far as like where he's gonna go, like he should focus on his mental and physical health first. That should be top priority. And it's so frustrating that people just see these wrestlers as like, I guess, just performers. They don't see them as people who are struggling themselves. Hence the reason why Ibushi's speaking out about this in the first place. I'm not saying that it's true, but I'm just saying that like he's obviously feeling something for him to speak out about it. And the fact is that he needs to recover mentally and physically. So we should just not be talking about where the fuck he should go, and we should talk about what he should do to help his mental health, to help his physical health, so he can be in top, like tip-top shape. Like before anything, that should be a priority, not which company he's gonna go to if he possibly gets fired by New Japan. Like that shouldn't be what people's worries are or their concern. The concern should be he needs to get help mentally and physically, and he needs to recover. That's what's important, not where the hell he goes to wrestle, because you know what? He can't wrestle if he's not physically or mentally capable. So let's focus on what's important first.
Yes. Also, what Kevin said, believe men and women about abuse. It's always more important if it's the fan fiction guys for Savannah. Sorry. So, as more things develop, I'll try and keep up with it as best as I can to give you an update for next week. Also, this one may be a spoiler, if not, oh well, because they taped Rampage, but they talked about
possible spoiler warning.
A possible spoiler warning, but as this comes out literally the same day as Rampage, which Rampage is at like 5:30 my time tomorrow, because finals. It's early. It's Stanley Cup season, baby. Stanley Cup season.
No, I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that AEW's like on the back burner when other sports have their playoffs and shit.
Yeah, it's like Stanley Cup season, basketball. There's a lot happening.
Yeah. But go on.
So, in the street fight that happened between Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida last week? 2 weeks ago. When did that
2 weeks, I believe.
2 weeks ago. We'll say 2 weeks. Shida was injured. Ergo, she cannot compete in the Owens Cup tournament. She's being replaced. They announced this on Rampage. I saw it on Twitter because I didn't care. Because I'm not even going to be able to catch Rampage.
Yeah, I might not be able to catch it either, so just spill it.
The person replacing Hikaru Shida in the tournament, Chris Statlander, ladies and gentlemen, who should have been in the tournament in the first place.
I know, but
now she's
nothing against... I hate to say it, but I hate that Shida had to get injured for Statlander to be in. I'm not saying Shida deserved to get injured. Poor Shida. I hope it's that she gets speedy recovery. But I'm just saying, Statlander should have been in the first place, okay? Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of the bracket.
All I know is that Britt faces the Joker, and depending on who
it called last week, no saying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, depending on who it is, might be slightly bothered, because depending on who it is, she may very well lose in the first round, which I'm not going to be happy with, but...
I gave a prediction on the Twitter. I said, hear me out, kind of a crazy idea. What if it's Johnny and Candace? Because both Joker matches are next week, so imagine we get Johnny and Candace the same night. I highly doubt that's going to happen, because everyone's speculating that, but it'd be a fun surprise. Just saying.
It'd be cool. And then, I feel like, I know people would bitch about it, but just, again, hear me out. It could, maybe not so much for Johnny, but for Candace, it wouldn't hurt so much if it's a one and done, because she's still being a mom, she's still got to take care of baby wrestling, okay? So if it's a one and done situation, if she loses, hey, it's okay, she competed, we're all happy about that. And this isn't poor treatment for Candace, but again, if she just wanted to show up, and again, just to, have a match, that's cool also, and she has to go home and be a mom, and if that's if that's on the forefront of her mind, and that's what she wants to do, hey, at least we got her for one night.
Exactly.
So that, I wouldn't be mad about it, and again, I wouldn't accuse AEW of mistreating Candace in her debut or whatever, because I'm thinking, again, she probably has to go home and be a mom, so at least we got her for something, and against Britt Baker, so that's gonna be fucking cool, if that happens, of course.
I know who she's facing. Not Britt. Statlander. I was trying to break the bracket down in my head. Because I was like, it's Tony and Jamie, Britt and the Joker, Riho and Ruby, I believe, on Rampage. So that means it'd be Statlander and Red Velvet, which...
That's what I was gonna guess, but...
That'd be fun.
I know Red Velvet's a heel now, so we'll see what happens.
And Chris Statlander, I know Matt's gonna be happy about that one. We love Chris Statlander in this house. On this podcast, we stan Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
And then the last bit that I have, because of course this goes long every time, apparently, reportedly, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, is not happy with his contract right now in AEW. Now, this was just a conversation that was being had in the group chats that I'm in right now. I had some people say that they were 100% for Max leaving AEW, going to WWE so he can tone down the out of pocket shit and like go to NXT, whatever. And then I had other people saying they want MJF to stay in AEW, continue to be out of pocket because they want him to be able to, because this is what he does. Like that's MJF. Like MJF out of pocket says whatever he wants and feeds off that heel energy shit.
Yeah, and I'm not, again, this goes with anyone, no matter how much I like and don't like them in the ring. Also, that should be known for the most part that, like, anything I have to say about wrestlers, it's nothing personal. Like, I promise. Like, if something bad were to happen to them in their personal lives, I would be upset for them, and I would send thoughts and prayers their way, no matter who it is. But, so, that being said, with MJF, like everyone else, wherever he's happy the most, that's just, we gotta accept that, and that, including myself, I would be I'm happy wherever he's happy, and that's, I think, the case. That should be the case for all wrestlers. If they're happy with what they're doing or where they're at, that's what should matter to people, not who they're working for.
Yeah. Kevin said, I bet it's work. His commitment to kayfabe is legendary.
That is true, but here's the thing. Again, it doesn't. For me, it doesn't matter. Again, if he wants to leave, he can leave. He's a grown-ass adult man. He can leave and do whatever the hell he wants. But I just would feel like, and I've said this before, as someone who fucking loves Hangman, I think he would probably be the best person to take the title off him. Because not only is he building himself up already, but he's been there from the beginning, And he's already had a title match, and it was really good against Jon Moxley. That feud was pretty good also. Of course, it was like a little political parody shit, I won't mention political names, but yeah. If you saw it, you'll know. And yeah, so like, I would like to see him as the next champion because, again, I think he's building himself up. He's been there since the beginning, and imagine like the heat he would get as the champion. Of course, he's gonna probably do it in some smug, sneaky ass way to do it. He's probably gonna cheat his entire way to getting a title. But it's gonna get him heat, and of course he's gonna feed off that and just be like the very top heel status if he gets the title, So that, I guess, for that reason, I guess you could say I would like if he stayed in AEW for that reason. But if he goes to WWE or wherever the hell he does or goes, I wouldn't be upset at him, Brent. I won't be like, oh my god, he's a damn traitor. I wouldn't say like, fuck this guy, like nothing like that. Because again, it's his choice at the end of the day. But again, for that reason, that's why I would personally like for him to be in AEW. But again, it doesn't matter because as it shouldn't matter.
You right. Hear me out. Completely random.
Hearing you out.
This is my last piece of news and rumors. It's not even news and rumors, but it's something cool I figured out today. So the people who watch NXT, you might know this guy. He's the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo, right? Forget about it, his right-hand man, AJ Galani, right?
Yeah.
Tell me why. I was at work today. It was slow, so we put Netflix on, and we were watching all the crime documentaries, because that's what we like to do. Tell me why, before I left, like, the last hour, we put on one, it was called, like, Untold Crime and Penalties, or something. It was, like, about hockey. Now, I'm casually, like, I'm working, I'm checking it out, I'm trying to see what's going on. I see fucking AJ Galani fucking pop up on the TV. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing on here?
He's on a crime show.
It was a crime documentary about him, his dad, mafia ties, a minor league hockey team. Also, what's up, Jesus?
You're like, huh?
I was shooketh. This boy, AJ had like WWF wrestlers at his birthday party when he was a kid. Like, I'm talking Dwayne, I'm talking Triple H, I'm talking China, I'm talking Lex Luger, I think was in there.
In the block.
I was shooketh. But like, I found that out today, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? And the only reason he got a hockey team at the age of 17, his dad bought him a hockey team, because he loved the Mighty Ducks. As he should. Like, quack, quack.
Happy
Am I
birthday,
right?
son. I bought you a fucking hockey team.
Literally. Oh my god, I watched that documentary, totally crazy. Dude, so, Kevin, I need to, like, fully watch it. I only caught, like, glimpses here and there. But I need to, like, fully fucking watch it. Because I was shook. Wade Barrett talked about this documentary when AJ first showed up in NXT. I checked it out shortly after. Shit's crazy. See, I don't really listen to Wade Barrett when he talks anymore, unless he's thirsting over toxic attraction, which everyone should. So, I completely didn't know this. But I think it was the funniest fucking thing. It's like... what?
Small world, basically.
Basically.
Small Netflix world.
Yo, Netflix documentaries, though? Chef's kiss.
They're good. They're addicting.
That's so good. Trials of Gabriel Fernandez breaks my fucking heart every single time.
Dude.
I remember I watched that. I cried every single episode of that documentary.
I could not finish it. It was so upsetting. I couldn't finish it.
I really had to be like, wow, social workers really get like a terrible name in this, and I had to see why. And rightfully so. Fuck those social workers. They really didn't do a damn thing for this poor boy. So, fuck that. Fuck them. I'm currently doing nothing with my degree, so. But 3 years ago, a few days ago, I graduated college, so.
Yay!
Woo.
Congrats. I'm still in college.
Oh, they said The Sopranos was based on AJ's father? I 1,000% believe that. Okay, yeah, so that's all I had. Anything else?
No, but like this is the news. I'm just kind of wondering where the hell's Anna Jay been. I miss Anna Jay.
She was on TV.
That's just I wanted to bring that up. For John Silver's match, but like
she was there. I say you can't just be like, where's Anna Jay?
But I was there. I guess as far as in-ring competition, I know she's on Dark, but like I don't watch Dark. I want Anna Jay back on network television.
It's okay. Maybe when they do Ring of Honor with that shitty ass knockoff TBS logo.
I know. I was like, what is that? I'm like, dude, it looks like some middle schooler graphic design intro student designed that shit. Like, sorry for anyone who designed that, but that shit is garbage. Okay.
Rot-row. Basically.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So like, maybe she'll show up.
Of course, people were saying, "Oh my god, this makes the NXT 2.0 logo look fantastic." Which I mean, I get where like, I was gonna say like, I get where people like don't like the change, but I liked it. I like all the colors. I like it's pretty.
It's very, people are getting, and I like that. It's very,
yeah, rainbow. That's how she said.
Yeah. Next month, Pride Month, baby.
I'll wear out for because I'll be off for school. After school, so I'll have time. I'm gonna do I'll do a rainbow look just for you on Pride Month.
Hey. Can't wait to go back to Pride. It'll also be 1 year of me coming out, so. So excited. This is a year, baby. Let's go.
A whole year.
A whole fucking year. Can you believe my hair's falling all over the place? Alright. Today in women's wrestling history. Again, this is May 12th. It is a promotion about an hour from me, which I did not know. It's called Rise. It was this event, Rise 7.5 ... Steel. So I'm guessing Steel City, Pittsburgh, This is from 2018. Yeah. Let me read you the card, because again, it was all women. Okay. Deonna Purrazzo defeated Zaya Brookside, who, if those who do not know, she's Robbie Brookside's daughter. Robbie Brookside is a coach, trainer, etc. for NXT. She's in NXT UK. Love that for her. Tessa Blanchard defeated Shotzi Blackheart, which is just a damn shame. That does not count on Shotzi's win-loss record in any capacity. Yeah. She lost to a racist, Crimson Chin-looking motherfucker. Should not count.
That's an insult to the Crimson Chin, Katie. Apologize.
I will not apologize, because why he got adopted like that.
That's not his fault. That's her fault.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Crimson Chin.
Yeah.
You look way better.
Yeah.
Then we got Nicole Savoy, who has appeared on AEW. She was Lil Swole with Big Swole in the women's Deadly Draw tournament thing. Defeated Delilah Doom. I couldn't really find anything about her. I think she's been on a few AEW darks here and there, and indie promotions mainly. Then we got Dust, who again, mainly in indie promotions, and Raven's Ash, who I was shook when I saw this, was Mel in AEW.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize. I double checked it too, because it said the website I use, they have
Wikipedia.
and not like a Wikipedia, but it shows what promotion.
No, I know what you're talking about.
And it shows every match they've been in and every promotion.
Yeah.
So it said other names like Mel, and I was like, huh? And I scrolled down and it was like Brandy and Mel, and I was like, holy shit!
You're like,
I was shook. They defeated Karen Q, aka Mei Ying, yeah, aka Wendy Chu, Karen fucking Q, ladies and gentlemen. Love Wendy Chu. We stand Karen Q in this house on this podcast. And Ray Lynn, who has also been on a few episodes of AEW Dark, I believe, and also indie promotions. And then the main event of this said pay-per-view event, whatever you want to call it, Britt Baker. I'm sorry, Dr. Britt Baker. D. M. D. There's a lag, so I gotta make sure we're on the same time.
And you can't, as I was saying, you can't see it, but it's on my nails.
Yeah, Savannah did DMD nails.
On my nails. Yes, because I love the doc. And I've always wanted to do them, and I finally got the nail art tools to do them. So it's like, I'm doing it.
We're doing it.
You got little, yeah.
Doing it.
And just to flex, because, anyone who watches or listens, Britt liked it, okay? Britt put them on her story. Yeah.
All that matters.
Britt approved. And that night, I just wanted to hug her so tightly. I'm like, I want to meet the dog so badly.
She's a nice lady. Love her pieces.
I want to meet her. Okay, anyways, this is besides.
Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, she was at the time, the IWC Women's Champion. I wish I was kidding. That was the title. I wish I was kidding. It's an inside joke. I'm not even going to explain it.
Yeah.
I don't want to explain it. She defeated the current undisputed Ring of Honor Women's Champion, Mercedes Martinez. So that match was probably a banger. And I'm pissed that it was only an hour away from me, and I didn't know.
You could have watched Brit in Britsburg.
Pissed. I even Googled it. I saw it was White Oak, Pennsylvania. I said, huh? Where is this? And I did some Google and did some research, and I was like, it's a fucking hour. Are you kidding? You're kidding.
That's wow.
So now I gotta keep an eye on this promotion, and every once in a while I'm gonna check and be like, all right, who's showing up here? I'll drive an hour to go watch wrestling. Shit, I don't care. So yeah, that's what happened today. Women's wrestling history, 2018. All right, so it is your turn to go first. Let me just make
Wrestlers of the week.
All right, we are on a Wrestlers of the Week. Savannah, would you like to start with man's, women's, or tag teams?
I'll start off with tag teams as we normally do, and I'm gonna give it to the Bloodline this time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because it's okay. Acknowledge him. Okay, I will.
We the ones.
Hell of a match at WrestleMania Backlash. Especially for the main event. It was the main. Yeah, it's if I remember correctly, it was the main event. I was like, a tag team match with no title on the line in the main event. I was a little I wasn't mad at it, but I was just unexpected, But I guess Roman Reigns was in it, so I guess go.
Well, I mean, look at the talent you had in the ring. You had Randy, you had Drew, you had the Usos.
That is true, though. But I mean, that is true, though. But neither, with the exception of Roman Reigns, have main evented a pay-per-view in how long? It's been forever. So.
But that's okay.
Except maybe Jey Uso. I believe it was Hell in a Cell that I.
Uso.
Yeah. So. But other than that, Roman Reigns is pretty much main evented almost, if not every single fucking pay-per-view. with the exception of like maybe I think if I remember correctly, I think WrestleMania Night 1 is the only time in a pay-per-view he has not main evented. I think if I'm thinking correctly, or if I'm trying to remember correctly, he has main evented almost pretty much every single other pay-per-view. But I'll have to go back and research that. Don't take my word for it. That's just me thinking, like, off the top of my head. That's what I believe that's the case. But
that
you can correct me if
sounds right.
Yeah, and so I guess that's why it kind of was like, okay, like unexpected, but not really surprised because it's Roman Reigns, and again, hell of a match, banger on all ends, but the bloodline, took
we the ones. Acknowledge me.
Yeah.
Anything for you, Roman Reigns.
Exactly. So yeah, like it was a good match. Came out with the dub. I acknowledged him. I will. I know in the past I said I wouldn't, but you know what? I will now.
Maybe I will.
So yeah, they're my picks. Good match. Also, it was a really good match.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Someone just drove by with the heaviest bass I've ever heard in the entire life. Like, fuck off with your heavy bass. Jesus. Anyways, sorry. Crusty Joe's took the loss. It's true. Oh, fuck, it's funny. Ironically enough, I also have the Bloodline, but I have another pick as well. Obviously, for all the reasons Savannah said, Bloodline, we the ones, acknowledge Roman Reigns. They got the dub. All that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Good match anyway.
The banger match. I also have the tag team of Saray and Andre Chase from NXT 2.0. First of all, I laughed. Like, I was not expecting... So, for those who don't know, again, for the people who do not watch NXT / do not like NXT, basically, Saray transforms when she comes out to the ring. So she goes from, like, innocent, shy, schoolgirl type uniform with the Matt calls her Harriet Potter, whatever, and then she comes out looking beautiful, goddess style, all of that shit. This time she came out with Bodhi and Andre Chase, Chase You and all that stuff, and so typically the sweater for Andre Chase is red and has Chase You. This time he came out and it was blue, and Bodhi usually just has a beanie and a sweater and slacks, came out in a skirt, a crop top Chase U shirt, a wig with pigtails, and I think glasses.
Nice.
So I loved that. That popped me. I laughed. Also, mixed tag teams. I like it. I want to see more. I want to see intergender shit. We'll talk about it more when I talk about the women. So yeah, I was about it. And it was a fun little surprise, because it wasn't supposed to be a mixed tag team match when it was first, promoted. So, I'm about it. So, shout out to Saray and Andre Chase.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with women's. It's Tony time. I'm gonna go with Toni Storm, because she advanced in the Owen Hart Cup tournament, whatever you want to call it, or whatever the official name is. Martha Hart was there. It was really cool.
There the entire time.
She was, yeah. So it was cool for her to watch, these matches, the qualifying match, not the qualifying matches, but the tournament matches. And Toni Storm won. She's advancing. She is our pick, both of our picks, to win the entire thing. So we're on a good streak going. She's already advanced. So let's see. We got we're that much closer to being right. And it's good to see Toni, doing her thing, and being treated as such, as she should be, winning matches and advancing in tournaments. So yeah, I'm going with Toni Storm.
Jesus in the chat says Barracuda. We talked about this on Twitter. Her theme is very much Barracuda-esque, because it started playing, and in my head I was just going like, ooh, Barracuda.
Barracuda.
And I was like, no, this isn't Barracuda. Oh my god, it's Toni Storm. I was very confused. So, very Barracuda-esque, which I'm not mad at, but very entertaining.
Yeah.
Is Tony time your only choice this week, darling?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, don't worry. I'll make up for it, because I have a lot of picks. I'll save my favorite one for last. I'm doing the first round of the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. So that is all 4 women involved. Nikita Fikita Lyons, Ariana Grace, Fallon Henley, and Salome Jacobs.
Great Every time matches. I hear her name, I think Ariana Grande. I'm like, I know it's...
Almost. It's close.
It's close, yeah. So I was like...
Ariana Grace. Yeah, all the matches... both matches were great. I'm happy they actually, like, gave them time. This was, like, a... People always say that, like, Nikita just has, like, squash matches, basically. Which, true, this was, like, the first time, like, besides Lash, this was, like, her first, like, match. Which is good. Show that she actually can wrestle and don't just rely on her assets, pun very much netted. Don't just rely on that because you guys know she can wrestle. Like, she's been in other promotions where she's been, like, a top name. And she's only 22? What the fuck? Yeah. She's a year older
than me. Damn.
She's 3 years younger than me. Almost 4.
Damn. Oh, wow.
I give up. I completely give up on that. Yeah, so shout out to all of the women, but my real pick is Rhea motherfucking Ripley.
Yeah.
So basically, I knew...
Like we mentioned it earlier.
We knew she was gonna join Judgment Day. The Judgment Day, whatever. Listen. I knew it was her based off the pants. She was wearing her ring gear, guys.
Just her height.
And her
hair.
height.
And, like, you know...
Like, come on, guys. It was there.
But wasn't mad at it, though.
She has black hair now. And, not gonna lie, I almost fainted. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, Rhea Ripley, like, the dark makeup and the blonde hair, like, that was a look. And, like, it was something I really loved. But Rhea Ripley with, like, the dark hair and the dark makeup, oh my god. Sheesh. Chills. Full body chills. I literally love her. And also, now she's like a full-blown heel. She took away the pin. Kind of pissed. She didn't pin Liv. She submitted Liv. How dare you get rid of the pin? But she almost fought AJ. AJ almost swung. And I was like, oh my god, please, give me intergender match. Please. I want it.
I know. I was like, AJ. I was like, come on now. I was here for it. Like, except poor little AJ. I was like, oh shit.
Yo, she towers over AJ.
I was gonna say, I'm like, let's say they do have a match. Like, let's say this week on Raw or next week on Raw, AJ versus Rhea. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, little AJ. I'm like, AJ. I'm gonna like squeeze him before he goes out. I'm like, oh, I squeeze you because I'm like. I'm like, AJ, you might die. I'm sorry, AJ, I love you.
Me like that, because Jesus.
It's okay, AJ. Let me go meet AJ. I'll make him feel tall. Okay, I'll go make him feel tall, AJ.
I just fucking love Rhea Ripley. There's a lot of debate about Fikita. Yeah, there is. Lots of debate on multiple ends of the spectrum about Fikita, Nikita.
Yeah, but quickly back to Rhea for a second. Now, again, I wasn't mad at it. I was really happy to see her joining Judgment, or the Judgment Day finally. But I was just like, part of me was a little bit upset that it was at the expense of AJ again. I was like, look, I wasn't even upset that it, like, you know, it was like interference with the match like I was with WrestleMania. But I was like, poor AJ just can't catch a break with Edge. Like, this dude isn't winning. I'm like, AJ, you are not allowed to face Edge ever again because someone's gonna mess it up for you. Like, just stop, AJ. Don't do it anymore. Or else someone's gonna show up and join the Judgment Day.
Honestly,
like, how to get someone to join to the Judgment Day. Have AJ in a match with Edge. That's how you do it.
Yeah, basically. Now listen.
At a pay-per-view. That's where it happens.
AJ wanted to, quote, Penta super kick Tay and quote Rhea really badly. He wouldn't be able to reach.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, this dude could tiptoe and super kick and it would not, like, it would maybe hit her, like, right above her titty, but that's about it.
Right on the titty. Right there.
Yeah, like, right above it, like, right here, you know, like, maybe, like, collarbone, if he's lucky.
If he's lucky.
And that's mostly just his toes, like, his toes are grazing it, like, you know?
Not the toes. Yeah, so those are my fucking picks.
Yeah. I knew you were gonna pick Rhea. I was watching the match and I was like, oh shit. I'm like, Katie's pick is right here. At least one of them, you know, because it was on Sunday when it happened.
Katie's pick is 99% of the time gonna be Ripley if she has a match. I'm just saying. Or does something extreme like this.
Man says. I have two. One, don't give a shit if he lost the match. Should have fucking won. Seth Rollins, I'm gonna give it to him. Another good match with Cody. I'll give him that because like I always say, it takes two to tango. So yes, to Cody's credit, it was a good match and he does have part to do with it. But Seth Rollins is I pick because not only is he Seth fucking Rollins, but what's the word? Oh yeah, on Monday Night Raw, he kicks the shit out of Cody Rhodes. He beats his ass basically, and I was here for it. You know, if you guys know me, I'm not just a tad bit the biggest fan of of Cody Rhodes. You know, just yeah, no, you know,
no,
I just
crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
no,
crazy.
Yeah, no, it's just you know.
Never guessed.
Just a little bit, you know. Just a tiny bit don't like him. Just in case you didn't know. But yeah, I saw Seth Rollins being Seth Rollins, you know, beating the shit out of, you know,
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. You'd love to see it. Obviously this means that this feud is far from over. Cody won the match. I'm not even upset at this because again, if you did it to him, then obviously if it happens to you, it's not, you know, it's your fault. Cody won by holding the tights, and of course that caught Seth, because Seth Rollins did it first, and of course that caught Seth by surprise. So I don't know, man. I'm not saying that he's gonna cost Cody the title, but I don't know, man. He might try to I think there's gonna be multiple attempts for Cody to get the title.
Yeah.
But I think the first time Seth's gonna cost him. I don't think they're done with this feud yet, and
well,
no, I mean. Did he technically cost him against, didn't he technically cost him against,
Theory?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
so
match ended in DQ, as did 99% of the matches on Raw ended in a fucking DQ.
Yeah, it's because I just remember that right now, but, I mean for the world title, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Well, but, I have a feeling, as, like Kevin said, put him in Hell in a Cell. That's your trilogy match right there.
Also, can I just say really quick? I know even you didn't have to do it for a title match. First of all, it should have been that was Ali's match. They fucking gave it to Cody for a DQ. That kind of upset me, not gonna lie. But I'm sorry, but this made me giggle a bit because everyone's talking about like, oh my god, Cody's gonna go to WWE, win big championship. He's not a mid-carder. First title match is for a fucking title. I lost my fucking shit.
But I don't know if you've seen the Hell in a Cell poster changes.
I did see them, but still, his first title. Let it be known. Let it be known. Records will say this in the history of wrestling. Cody's first title match back in the WWE was for a mid-card title. Don't care how the storyline went. Don't care what purpose was it for. He mid-carder challenged for the mid-card title. First title match back in the Fed. So once a mid-carder, always a mid-carder. Don't give a shit what title he wins. Just put that out there.
Do you have any other picks besides
Yes, it's one, and you're gonna be glad to know who it is. Advancing in the tournament. Again, he is our pick to win the entire damn thing. Adam Cole, baby, beats Dax Harwood in the tournament. Hell of a match, but dude makes him submit to sharpshooter. I'm like, insult to injury right there. I know they were first of all, they want Bret Hart to manage. FTR wants Bret Hart to manage them. It's the Owen Hart tournament, and they're the ones who are all about the Hart Foundation. You know, Dax and Cash. So losing to the sharpshooter, tapping out to the sharpshooter by Adam Cole. Big ouch. Nothing against Dax, but all I'm gonna say is big ouch. So, I think that's some good. That's some good heel shit, if you ask me.
Oh,
make
100%.
I was gonna say, and I was like, shit. I was like, all right, I dig it. I was like Adam Cole being like the heel that he is, doing the sharpshooter. And I hate to say it, but it has been normalized for the sharpshooter to just not work as a finisher anymore. It's like a mid finisher, like a mid-match finisher where it's too early in the match to end it. So they just do it for some dramatic effect.
Unless
like,
you're
oh no, is it? Yeah, but like even then, like the sharpshooters always like counter. They always make their way to the ropes. And again, it doesn't make sense when you have your opponent literally stepping back with you. And I don't know, but that's just a little pet peeve of mine. Where like anyone who does the sharpshooter, they like as their opponent's dragging themselves towards the rope, they walk back. I'm like, it's big, it's so obvious that you're walking back,
Savannah,
so they can
it's fake.
I know, okay. But make it a little less. I know, but I'm just saying, make it a little less obvious. Like it's I don't know. It's just so
Savannah,
blatantly obvious. Make it subtle.
Savannah, I think you're thinking a little too hard about it.
No, I know I am.
Take yourself out.
But yeah,
out.
no. But anyways, back to the main point. Adam Cole, he's gonna win the whole thing. If he doesn't, we're rioting. Adam Cole, baby, my next pick.
Baby, that guy. She turned her explanation on picking Seth into hating Kota. Yeah, she does it a lot. Jesus, you'll come to learn.
Yeah.
I call her the Rhodes Family Eaten for a reason. Actually, that was Reek's name. I just changed it, so you're welcome. Yeah. Do you want to hear a funny story?
Sure.
Seth and Adam are also my picks.
Oh shit! I know Adam because he won. He's your guy. He's sitting right there watching over you. Well, he's got your back. So, but Seth, I was like, wow, that one's a surprise. Cause
I love Seth. He will
I love
maniacal. Darby lost. That's a plus. Also true.
That was a good match too, though.
Was it?
Yes, it was, and Jeff won. So.
I don't think either of them should have been in the fucking tournament in the first place, but that's...
Well, it doesn't help that there's a lot of tag team wrestlers in this tournament, or at least was until Dax Harwood lost.
And then it's Kyle and Phoenix.
Kyle's not gonna win. I don't think they would put Kyle against Adam Cole with this undisputed like going. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna put him against.
Well, that would be the finals if it were to happen, anyways.
Yeah, but I feel like if there's gonna be cracks, no matter what the circumstances, I don't think it would be between someone like Kyle and Adam. It wouldn't be between Red Dragon and Adam. Like, for example, let's say it was Nick Jackson, for example. That would be a little bit more. That would make more sense. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Adam is going to beat the absolute shit out of Jeff Hardy, and I'm going to laugh. I'm sorry,
dude. Again, he's our pick for a reason. Adam Cole needs to win this shit. Okay.
Do you see this boy? This man?
I see him. He's so
He's
cute.
on screen this week. Because I didn't feel like moving my camera again.
But still, Adam, yeah. I'm looking at you from here. You're going to win.
Adam's going to win the whole thing.
Yes,
yeah. So, those are our picks. Now, let's do this question of the week. Ow.
I popped on my knuckles, so I can't pop them again. There we go. I got my thumbs. Yeah.
You guys are welcome. Alright. So, we have been talking tournaments this entire show, basically, right?
Yes, we have.
So, the wrestling world at this current moment in time is very, tournament heavy. We got the New Japan Cup, right?
That already happened, but yes.
I said, this is the time frame. It happened, within, this year.
Yeah.
I was just making sure that's what it was called. Obviously the Owens Cup, right now in AEW. The NXT Breakout Women's Tournament. We have the NXT Breakout Men's Tournament. We've had a plethora of tournaments the past year or so. It's very tournament heavy around this time.
Actually, now speaking of tournaments, I just wanted to confirm the date. But the Super Juniors, Best of Super Juniors, is happening this week, the 15th. I wanted to make sure. I knew it was this week, but I wanted to make sure I got the day right. It's starting on the 15th. Yeah, so this week.
Yeah,
the 15th.
See? Another tournament.
Yeah, that's for Super Juniors.
So, that kind of... Okay, so there's a few layers to this question. So if you could bring back a tournament, now it could have been a tournament that was just a one-off, a tournament that you would have liked to see handled differently, if it was revived. What tournament would you bring back? I know mine right off the bat.
Then I think you could do yours, just because I have an idea, but like I don't know if it counts, and also because I don't remember if like the result of if the prize, it was for a title, but I don't remember if this was even a tournament.
Okay.
So say yours, but yeah.
My answer, and I've been saying it for a while. I want the Mae Young Classic back.
Oh,
we got
yeah,
women's wrestling for a solid like month of just women kicking ass, taking names. Toni Storm was in the tournament. Io Shirai, Kaylee Ray, Mercedes Martinez, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Gonzalez, or whatever the fuck she's going, Raquel Rodriguez, whatever her name is now. It's so Candice LeRae, the Big Swole, Bianca Belair. The amount of names that have been in this fucking tournament, these tournaments, there's 2 of them, astronomical. I want another Mae Young Classic. Because think of all the women that are around right now, women killing it on the indies, women who aren't assigned to a contract right now, but like are doing other shit, like Willow Nightingale.
I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt. Oh.
What's up?
Oh, sorry. It's just because I thought you were gonna get text notifications. It's because my sister's texting me. It's about Cherry. Everything's fine, but she's just texting me, and I'm getting a little concerned. So that's why.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, good. But sorry. So you can continue.
No, you're fine. Yeah. So like the amount of women who are out and about right now and like not signed, like they could do it. They should do it. Because if you're not going to bring us back Evolution, which is a fucking mistake, give me another Mae Young Classic.
Yeah.
It ain't hard.
It should be like a yearly thing where like the finals are at an Evolution pay-per-view or some sort of all-women's pay-per-view.
Exactly.
Just saying, like, give me what I want.
If they bring the Mae Young Classic back, they need to do that outside of Florida. I agree. Do it somewhere. Because, Florida's fucking Tony's turf now.
It's good. Okay, so you said, like, it could be, like, what would I change differently, is it?
Yeah, so, like, if you could bring a tournament back, and you could, either just in its entirety, or you want to, like, bring it back and, like, change something, how it was done last time.
It's because it's currently happening, so there's no way I can bring it back, but I would change it, if that makes sense. I don't know if that counts. Okay, I guess if I could bring one back, I do agree Mae Young Classic, that was really good. I would also like to see, like, the Cruiserweight Classic, because we got a lot of talent from there, too. It's said that 205 Live kind of got killed, because, like, you know, it was massive talents there. You know, you got people like Kota Ibushi, you know, he was in the Cruiserweight Classic, Cedric Alexander, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. Like, so much fucking amazing talent that you can get from there. And, like, it's crazy, because if WWE would play... And here's something I would change. So there you go. Bring it back. Cruiserweight Classic. And here's... even Mae Young Classic. It can work both ways. Something that I would change. Make it open for all promotions. Especially now that you've had Mickie James as the Knockouts champion coming to the Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. Like, let this be the one opportunity. Like, you don't have to book storylines. You don't have to, you know... get everyone, like, you know, just have all these women from different promotions, acknowledge the promotion they're from, you know, so like, let's say we have like Anna Jay, for example, coming into like the Mae Young Classic, like, you know, going up against someone like, you know, from like, you know, whether it's from the WWE or any other promotion, you know, it would be cool if it would be like open, it can be like a free-for-all, basically. Anyone can participate and anyone can win. And like, if it's someone from the WWE, maybe they can get a title shot. But then, like, you know, if it's someone outside of the WWE, you know, at least they can acknowledge the fact, like, you know, hey, look, this person won. You know, they're from this company. It would be so cool to see that, you know.
I agree.
If like, yeah. But,
so let's see. Jesus said the Gold Rush tournament. Kevin said the NFL playoffs. Whatever. Matt said, according to WWE, women's wrestling doesn't sell because WWE are dumb. Exactly. WWE doesn't have faith.
I was like, WWE, not women. Thank you for confirming, Kevin. Matt, sorry, it's because I was trying to read Kevin's comments at the same time. TNT Championship Tournament, Lance Archer wins. Absolutely agree.
Absolutely not. Get the hell out of here. How dare all of you?
I'm just saying, over Cody. I'm just saying, you had at the time you had Lance Archer as a newcomer, being this massive heel that seemed unstoppable, and you lose to someone like Cody Rhodes. I don't know.
I mean,
and then you had a whole fireworks show for an unfinished championship. I was like, dude, I'm like, calm as say, like if you watch Friends, you know what this means.
I do not watch Friends, so but I did know what that meant. So,
But okay, so it's because the reason why I brought up like changing despite it already happening. Apparently, the Owen Hart tournament was supposed to be like the G1 round robin tournament, and basically the way that works is that you have the different blocks, and then you face. At least if it works exactly like New Japan, then this is how different blocks you face. Every person in your block twice. If you win, you get 2 points. If you get a tie, you get 1 point. If you lose, you get no points. And then whoever has the most points in each block, faces the winner from the opposite block, and then that's that in the finals, and then that's how you win. That's how it's supposed to be, but apparently there was no time because they wanted to finish it by double or nothing, which could have been possible if they just didn't have the qualifying matches. They could have just announced who's going to be in it, and then they could have gotten started right away. And again, especially if you want to come to YouTube shows, you have Elevation, you have Dark, you have Dynamite, and you have Rampage. You have 4 times a week to do to do matches. Mm-hmm. So there was the time. They just didn't use it wisely. So that's
I also think that they didn't, and I'm kind of glad they didn't, because you have to try and focus on other people too. Because again, their roster's too fucking inflated. So it's harder for us to even see other people on TV.
For the men, it's hard because again they have the 100+ people. For the women, opposite effect. You would have a better chance of seeing more women multiple times a night, or not multiple times a night, but like multiple times a week. You can get like, for example, just off the bat, let's say like Ty Conti and like Thunder Rosa. You can get they have to face each other twice if it was round robin. So if they're in the same block, you would probably see them, like, let's say on Dark Elevation and then maybe on Rampage. So...
I mean, that's bold of you to assume that Tony Khan likes women's wrestling.
I'm just saying in Fantasyland. In the land where women's wrestling matters. And I guess another thing, too, is that the way New Japan does it is, like, it's every week. So, like, let's say week 1, or the first week, like one day will be just A block, and then the next day further, because like their weekly shows like 3 times a week. Then the next day or next night, next time they're on TV, like next time they have their next night is B block. So they alternate. So you could have had like one Dynamite with kind of like how they're having tournament matches like this week, like both men and women. They could have like A block matches.
Yeah.
And then the other night they have B block matches. But no, that's okay. You can just have the qualifying matches, but
yeah. Now they're talking about Red Robin. Yum, bro. I could fuck up some Red Robin right now. Bottomless steak fries with the Red Robin seasoning.
See, big sad. I wouldn't know what that's like. El Paso, Tejas doesn't have one. We don't have Red Robin.
Ew. See, fuck Texas.
No, it's not Texas. It's just El Paso, Tejas doesn't.
I'm sorry. Fuck El Paso, Tejas.
Because we don't have TGI Fridays. We don't have Red Robin. We don't have fucking Waffle House. I'm like, dude, like, what do we have? Chico's though, so I can't complain. But still,
Jesus said they have Red Robins in Houston. Houston, Texas, baby. Sorry. Okay. So the second part of said, ow, fuck, question. Jesus, Mike was right there. If you could create your own tournament, what would it be, and what do the winners, however you want to do it, what is the prize? What are they fighting for?
Okay. Just question so I can answer this question.
Yes, ma'am.
There's different answers. I don't know. Okay, so like how WrestleMania is the big the biggest pay-per-view for WWE, and they have the Royal Rumble to see who goes to WrestleMania. what would you say is the biggest pay-per-view for AEW? Because I know people say Revolution, but also some people say it's Double or Nothing because that was their first ever pay-per-view.
I would say Double or Nothing.
Okay, so
I would say it's either Double or Nothing or All Out. Like.
Okay, well, I still think Double or Nothing because that was their first ever pay-per-view, you know. But
right, so that's my.
But okay, so kind of going back to what I said, I want the round robin tournament. Maybe like I'm not nothing against Owen Hart, love the guy, you know, may God rest his soul. But it just a tournament, you know, you can call it the Double or Nothing tournament or the Casino round robin tournament. I don't know, you know, because it's for Double or Nothing. You start at Revolution, like maybe like announce. Maybe you can have a couple qualifying matches just to like make it interesting. Who cares at Revolution or like the Revolution kickoff, whatever. Just kind of throw something in there, make it spicy. Who cares? Or even do this pre-show for Revolution. Have a battle royal for the Joker. I know that's a little like makes the Joker a little less useless, but I guess you know have one open spot, and then it doesn't have to even be the Joker like called the Joker, but like have one open spot left. For those who, you know, maybe have not been announced for the tournament, and then have a battle royal winner last spot. So that's how it starts off. So by the time Revolution's over, you have an entire roster round robin tournament, block A, block B, for the tournament. And Dynamite and Rampage can be used, and again, it doesn't have to be every week, but like, you know, every other week, it can be whatever, regardless, basically, depending on how many people you have in each block. For the tournament, again, it's round robin like the G1, so you can have them compete on Dynamite Rampage, and you know, for if you need the time, you know, on Dark and Dark Elevation, I think that could also bring some more viewers to them. Mm-hmm. You know, especially like for example, you have like Britt Baker, like Adam Cole, like on Dark Elevation, that definitely brings views. So that would be cool. And then the finals, it's because because the way that New Japan does it is just like, you know, whoever has the most points, you know, they face off in the finals. There's no like, you know, build up towards the finals, if that makes sense. The final of the G1.
Yeah.
So that being said, the finals of this round robin tournament, we'll just call it the Casino round robin tournament or something like whatever, Double or Nothing tournament. Doesn't matter. It will happen on, because usually I've noticed AEW pay-per-views are now on Sundays as opposed to Saturdays now, which I mean, not complaining, but because of that, I say on Rampage, you have the two finals, so the men's and the women's finals on the Rampage before Double or Nothing. That way you have the no wait, I think I messed it up. No, finals are at Double or Nothing, but you have like the finals between each block, if that makes sense. So you have the finals for Block A to see who goes to Double or Nothing, and then the finals for Block B to see who faces the winner of Block A. That's what I meant. I messed it up there, but that's what I meant. On the Rampage before Double or Nothing. So that way when you have the finals, you know, whoever wins. I'm also realizing that I messed it up again. But I'll just say this. Winner at Double or Nothing gets a guaranteed title match at some point.
Okay.
So, sorry. I wanted to just add in one more little detail, but I'm kind of blanking. This is how you know how good I am at talking, guys. Okay, how did I pass communications class? Or public speaking? I don't know.
You're doing fine.
But there's something I wanted to add in about the it was about the finals. You know, winners. You know, the winners of each block. It was about Rampage. So the winners, like, you know, the finals for each block are on Rampage, and have that Rampage be commercial free. It's only an hour, so have two matches about like 20 minutes each. So if you want to have time for entrances or replays, whatever, you can do that, but no commercials. It's the finals for the blocks at least, so you can go face the actual finals at Double or Nothing. So like that's just what I wanted to add in. So because on Rampage specifically, the commercials takes away so much time that can be used for matches, especially when they put 4 matches in 1 hour, you know. So have only those 2 matches on Rampage just for that week, and just have that 1 week commercial free. TK, you have the money, save a bit on Coke, and just let that happen.
Oh God. Mine is kind of similar to Jesus, shout out, was saying. So I want an intergender tagged. No, you know what? Fuck it. I don't even want a tag team match. I want an intergender tournament.
That'd be fucking good.
All promotions welcome. No round robin. You lose, you're out. I don't want this to go on longer than it needs to. Winner gets it's kind of like a Money in the Bank thing, kind of like the NXT breakout thing. Whenever you want any title you want, shit, you want. So say, for example, hypothetically speaking,
Rhea Ripley.
Thank you. Rhea Ripley wins said intergender tournament. Has contract, cashes it in, on theory wins the US title. You know what I'm saying? So I want something like that. And again, this shit's cross promotion. I turned myself, so I keep hitting it. Cross promotion. So I want people from NWA. I want people from Ring of Honor. Even though it doesn't really exist right now, I want people from AEW. I want people from Impact. I want it all. Give me your men and your women. I'm telling you. We've talked about it before. I want this tournament, and it's going to be amazing, and it'd be fantastic, and intergender stuff is something that has always excited me and made me excited about wrestling. So, make it happen, por favor. Some of the other ones that were in late chat. Matt said, the NXT Up tournament. Winner gets a call-up. One main roster member will be in the tournament as a wild card to try and prevent the call-up. That way we have an immediate main roster feud. One man and one woman called up a year. Winning this tournament would cap off your NXT career. I like it.
Dang, that would be cool. That's really cool. One main roster. Hold on. I get the call up. I feel like it should be like, I love it, don't get me wrong, but it would also be cool if like you had like for example in the finals, you like I guess whoever makes it, you know, to the finals, like let's say one person, like, or like whoever, like I guess technically that's winning the tournament, but like I guess last person standing faces a main roster member also, you know, could face a main roster member, so that if they win, they go to the, you know, the main roster. Don't, you know, at least you have a feud with someone.
True.
But Matt, that's a really good idea, and that'd be a good way to build someone up for a time for a call up, you know.
Exactly. And then we have mixed match challenge, but the winners get world and women's title matches from Jesus. Yeah.
I thought that was when it first happened. I thought that was the point, but no.
No, it was just for funsies.
Granted, except they, I don't even know which one. I think they only had two.
They only had two.
I know. So the second one, at least they had like whoever wins enters number 30 in the Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. That was pretty good. I'll give them that.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think I'm good. I think I explained myself enough of mine.
Cool. So this has been ShElite Showcase. Savannah, tell the people where they can find you, what you've been doing, what you will be doing in the future. Tell them all your shit.
Okay. So, if you want to find me, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at y2rc with an underscore. There's no underscore, it's not me. What I have going on? Well, I was supposed to do something yesterday, but I didn't, and I let the person know ahead of time. It's because, well, no, not yesterday, Tuesday. Forgetting what day it is, but I was supposed to do something on Tuesday, and I let the person know on Sunday or Monday. I let them know ahead of time that I wasn't going to be able to do it because it was my sister's birthday on Wednesday, but we celebrated Tuesday and Wednesday because, you know, children of divorce gang, and so we have to celebrate with different sides of the family. So we celebrated on my dad's side on Tuesday, and I couldn't make it. I let them know ahead of time, but they never got back to me. And even someone else, like, from that was supposed to be on it the same night, you know, on the same thing, you know, text the group chat the day of saying, hey, are we still going to do it? And nothing. So I don't know what's going on with that. And quite frankly, I don't think it's my place to ask. So what I was supposed to be on never happened. So, yeah. What else I got going on? If you didn't hear from last week, It's a little bit later because we're a couple weeks ahead. But I do have another episode of the New Japan Takeover out. It's for Bullet Club Day, #Be Sweet. It came out on May 3rd on actual Bullet Club Day. It was really fun. I filmed with my friend Daniel. Actually, that's actually kind of segues into a little bit of sad news. Currently, Daniel's computer camera is broken, so he may not be able to participate in future episodes. I may get someone else on. I'm gonna still try to get Brooke. That's still in the works. But if there's other New Japan fans out there, not just whoever's watching, but I follow a lot of people on Instagram. Some people like New Japan. So if they're comfortable with coming on and talking some New Japan with me, I would be more than happy to have them on. I might have someone new just until Daniel can come back, because he's probably gonna be like my co-host. Let's be real at this point. He's been on 2 of the 3 episodes, so.
Shout out to Daniel.
But so shout out to Daniel. I hope you get your camera fixed soon, because I'm gonna miss you. But yeah, so that's what's going on. So yeah, and then that's mostly it. I don't think I have anything else to add on. But if I do, I'll let you know next week.
There you go. And you also can, Savannah, you can ask me, and I can also contact people for you if you need me to.
Oh yeah, of course, I know that, but I'm just saying, I would also want to, again, I know a lot of people who, on Instagram and stuff also, and I still want to get Brooke for sure, but I'm like, this girl, she needs to come on with me, so, but.
I agree.
Yeah, I know you have your connections, so I definitely will go to you if I need to.
I got connections. And again, like I said on the top of the show, you can follow me on Twitter at KDRasson13. It is right here on screen. The link tree in my bio to take you all things ShElite Showcase, twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase. Like we said again in the beginning, we are going to be moving to 6 p.m. Eastern next week, and progressively move it up if we need to. Because, 9 o'clock's a busy time for people. We would like to interact with other podcasts during that time as well. So, if we can move earlier, sure, why the fuck not? People like early streams. Last week we had an early stream and people loved it. And we had more activity. So, I'm about it. So, we're gonna fuck around. We're gonna do it. We have a YouTube. Please subscribe. If you'd like to see the lovely video versions, me hitting my elbow, Samantha hitting her mic, all the fun shit. Little Adam Cole we keep talking about. If you would like to see him, the Bucks wall, it's on the video.
Sorry, Ken.
I really hear another siren. I'm gonna scream. I'm busy.
I don't hear it.
Can I do my outro, please? Thank you.
I don't hear it, but sorry, Kenny. I just whacked you in the nipple.
I hear it. That's weird.
It was an accident. It wasn't a bad touch.
Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. If you want to listen to the podcast. ShElite Showcase is the brand we have, so we have a weekly recap. That is this show, the ShElite Showcase. Inside the Mind of, an interview series I do with people in the wrestling community. I have a new one up with Travis Pointer, aka Lord Cussalot, and a shit ton of other names that I do not want to read off because I do not have it in front of me, and there's a lot. If you don't know Travis, he basically created Creation World and was a host with Matt on Smackin' It Raw. Travis was great. It was a lovely conversation. I'm happy we got to talk. So go check that out. Plus, all the other ones are up on the channel. Savannah's will be happening this summer. Spoiler. I just don't know when. It's okay. It'll be great. And Savannah and I also have to be on In the Crowd, which is a collab show I'm doing. And we have basically turned it into a know your co-host kind of game / know your friend. Young Kings Wrestling was the first ones. That was Reek and TC. Latest one is Matt and Vince from Smackin' It Raw. Very interesting, very fun. I love doing those. They're a hoot and a half, I'm telling you.
I was gonna say I can't wait to do ours. It's gonna be very interesting.
Yes, Savannah and I will be doing one.
Spoiler: I think I'm gonna lose.
We don't know that.
I'm just saying, Katie. I tell you a lot.
What can I say? But obviously I will not be making the questions for that. I will keep it a third party. Let's be real, it might be Matt. Just because it'll be Matt or Reek. It'll be one of the two. Or Justin. Who knows?
Or maybe have all of them do it. Have all of them write the questions.
Honestly, fuck. We might have all 3. I don't know. We haven't decided yet. It's still in the works. But it will happen this summer. Obviously, Savannah talked about New Japan Takeover. Go check that out as well. The 3 episodes that are out. Again, we have merch. We have the logo tees, tank tops, etc. And also the one I'm pushing for more. I don't give a shit about our merch right now. For a good while, I'll probably just keep it up forever. Pro Wrestling Pro Choice. The design, again, I wish I had it on me right now. The design was created by Jizzy, formerly known as Deadass Girls Podcast. Jizzy, love her to pieces. She is great, fantastic artist. She created the artwork for it. We're collabing with Smackin' It Raw. Again, I'm gonna scroll up so I don't fuck up the name of it this time. Where to go? Hold. Smackin' It Raw is proceeds for the design are going to Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project, or RAP with a W, WRRAP. All the proceeds from anything if you buy from our shop is going to Planned Parenthood. Because, women's fucking rights. Don't try and take our rights away, or I'm gonna fucking scream. Plain and simple. Obviously, if you don't know, the women's rights are basically being taken away. Shocker, I know. Just do research. If you'd like to buy merch and support these causes, fantastic. Share it with your friends, with your family, even if they don't like wrestling. Be like, it's going to a good cause. And then I don't care if you even donate the shirt to somebody else. I don't care. Proceeds are going to somewhere else. So it's all that matters. It's all that fucking matters. I think that's everything. That sounds all right. Okay, cool. This has been late. My fan is so loud. Late ShElite Showcase. We will just catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.